Good morning. Buenos dias. We have a full house, almost.
I'm going to
Three orientation.
I'm going to be in. I'm actually parents. We'll do half and half.
Hoy creemos una clase tranquilita, después de la barbacoa de ayer. Todavía soy crujiente. So yeah, gentle class today. After 5.5 hours on the bike yesterday. Well, 5.5 hours away. It wasn't really 5.5 hours on the bike. In total, that's 45 minutes of rest. But yeah, that was necessary. So today we just stretched that out a little bit. Vamos estirando hoy un poco las patitas. Pero primero calentamos. So trying to get those hips moving, loosen the lower back up.
You should sing all the instructions. You should
Don't have to say
Sing the instructions.
Sing the instructions, yeah.
Well, Sophie, maybe you should show us how you
No,
should do
I don't. I'm
My brother compared my singing voice to a toilet being flushed at some point, so I don't think I will sing either. Pues sí, vamos. Si las patas quieren, las tengo. Solo fueron 103 kilómetros más o menos, pero.
Solo. Solo, bueno, eso es.
Normalmente.
Solo 5 horas.
Bueno, esto en circunstancias más normales no me hubiera costado tanto tiempo. Anyway, we loosen up, get things going. Does that work at all? I'm afraid it doesn't go on the second position. Just
No, but you can do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, stay nice.
Just a little bit. The emergency put it.
I just put it just there now. Well, maybe it will help something.
And this one?
That's not for me. I'm afraid it's patient. We'll pick that up later today. So maybe we can test it for her.
Yes. In fact, she wants to operate as you.
Yeah, ready to go for a full leg. Extend it out. Vamos a con la pierna extendida.
Yes, the concept of a warm-up doesn't seem to have the same ring about it in August.
No, but you can feel it, even though the
Yes, it feels.
heat on the outside.
What I feel like it's almost there's a naturally a greater movement with the heat.
Yeah,
You still need to warm up,
oh, yeah,
but you're starting from a slightly.
slightly looser. Yeah. The thing is that becomes then a risk indeed. A lot of people think,
Yeah.
hey,
I'm
I
warmed
feel
up.
pretty okay.
Yeah.
Start doing something, bang, there
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah.
You know, it's so.
No, I have to say, since I've been doing the yoga, because I play badminton, I play squash occasionally, a lot of big reaching sports,
Yeah,
you do a
yeah.
lot of lunging,
Yeah.
and very, very few injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, typically with those sort of sports, people just sort of get on the court, whack a ball around,
Yeah.
and then immediately go to the bar afterwards for a couple
Yeah.
of beers.
Some of it as well, I think, is the fact that when you do a lot of stretching, you get to know where there is a tight area, where there are ramps. Whereas if you don't, you can have half an injury and then make it worse.
I mean, I literally had somebody here last year who sort of hurt and felt a pop somewhere in the calf, you know, playing paddle. And it was a hole in the calf. I could put 3 fingers in.
Wow.
Well, there's not much I can do here. Let's go to the doctor. And it was operated on.
Needle and thread.
Yeah. But it's, you know, people just don't take the time to properly warm up generally. It's nice and easy.
I remember watching a program, and it really imprinted on my mind several years ago about how much stretching cats and dogs do during the day.
The whole time.
Yeah, it's just, it's a natural thing that you sort of stop doing.
Yeah. You should see me during my work, you know, I'm doing it the whole day through as well. It's, I'm standing anyway, usually. With the massage bench, I can just stretch the leg out backward and forward, you know. It helps. Hablando un poco de la importancia del calentamiento aunque hace muchísimo calor, que es peligroso, aunque sientes ya mucho calor, empezar directamente a tope con cualquier ejercicio puede resultar en muchísimos daños de los músculos o articulaciones. Así que, aunque ya tenemos mucho calor, hay que calentar más. So, okay, now let's just stretch things up a little bit. Let's bring the arms up, los brazos hacia arriba, inhalación. Y sube más todo lo que puedes. Les vamos a llevar los brazos hacia los lados, candelabro, tira para atrás. Just pull your hands and elbows back, further down, grab hold of the hands, extend out, backward. Careful here not to reach up, not to arch, push back. Intentamos mantener la espalda recta y desde que subimos brazos. Ok, soltamos y flexionamos en las rodillas y caderas. So forward fold with bent knees. Just taking some time to take the pressure from the lower back. Intentamos abrir un poco los lumbares, simplemente soltando todo. Empuja las manos hacia abajo, pero tira la pelvis hacia arriba. So we're pushing the hands to the ground. All at the same time, we're actually pushing the pelvis up. Okay, slowly up. Inhale. Good. Let's make sure you've got space behind you to take a step back. Big lunge. Nice big step. Make sure the feet are wide enough so you keep your balance a bit better. If they're too much in line, it gets difficult. If they open up somewhat, it's easier. Intenta mantener la separación, lo más o menos la ancho de las caderas, de los pies. Así es más fácil con el equilibrio. Empujamos bien el talón hacia atrás. Keep pushing that heel back. Try to lock the knee. Straighten it out. And we bring the pelvis back. You get the stretch over the front. Sigue empujando el talón hacia atrás. También gira la pelvis hacia atrás. Ombligo para adentro, controlo con los abdominales. Y vamos hacia adelante. Intenta alargar bien la postura de la espalda. So leaning forwards, the whole body is on the leg. Try to get a little bit of extension out of the spine. And just pull the pelvis back as much as it wants to go. But keep your body on top of the leg, so it won't straighten out all the way. Y seguimos con el cuerpo encima de la pierna y tiramos la pelvis hacia atrás y arriba. Ok, un poco más hacia adelante otra vez. Subimos. Y un pasito para adelante. Okay, same thing on the other side. So step back. Un paso grande hacia atrás. Busca un poco de equilibrio. Y empuja ese talón hacia el suelo. Right, to push that foot back. Wow, difficult when your eyes are closed. Work on the pelvis, rotate it back, get that pull over the front, maybe to the groin area here. Let's go down with the body. Vamos con el cuerpo. La pierna alarga bien. La postura. Y tiramos la pelvis hacia atrás. Good, the pelvis back. Your head is loose, shoulders relaxed. Work with the legs, push the body up. Okay, forwards again. And up. And we step in. What did you do?
I don't know.
Any action on the shoulders yet? Now, stretch your legs out a little bit. Let's do a pose in between. Just give the hamstrings a bit of rest. We'll work on the quadriceps. Grab hold of your ankle and push the foot back. Careful with the pelvis, hold it in place. Lower abdomen. Así que cuando vas a coger el pie, empuja el pie hacia atrás. Ten cuidado que no se puede pegar hacia adelante la pelvis. Intentamos mantenerlo en su sitio con los abdominales. Yo también. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Vamos al otro lado. It's raining here. It's so strange in summer, you know. It's all the rains inside, never outside. Okay. And compensation forward. Just loosen up the pelvis a bit. And go all the way down. Inclinación hacia adelante. Quitamos presión sobre la vértebra. Yeah. Towel over here. Okay, let's take a step forward. Usually you step backwards, so why not forwards for a change? Vamos a dar un paso hacia adelante. Ya ves que no es un paso muy grande, quizás 1 metro o más. No tan grande como antes. Ten cuidado con las caderas, intenta mantenerlos empujando un poco hacia el pie de delante, para que no sea. Okay? So squaring the hips off, pointing the hips towards the front foot. Make sure that back leg is nice and straight. So I see a few heels here and there that need to come out. That one a bit more, yours also. Turn the heel a bit more. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to balance the weight well between both legs. There's either a tendency to lean a bit more to the back or lean a bit more to the front. And initially, just try to really center yourself. Vamos a buscar el equilibrio entre las dos piernas. Igual en la presión entre las dos. Y entonces vamos inclinándonos hacia adelante con la pelvis. And so we're starting to lean forwards with the pelvis. The spine just follows. Straight back. Try to find some length in the pose. Buscamos altura. Empuja la corona de la cabeza hacia arriba. Y poco a poco vamos a inclinarnos más, curvándonos hacia abajo. Just round the spine off. Just go as deep as you can. Because today for me is not deep at all. Those muscles yesterday really got beat up. Make sure you keep pressure on the back leg too. Don't fall too far forward. Asegúrate de mantener cierta presión en la pierna de atrás. Y se tiende un poco a inclinar hacia adelante, pero no tira hacia atrás. Doblamos un poco la rodilla para subir un poco más fácilmente. Y volamos. El otro lado. Un paso grande, pero tampoco exageradamente grande. Así que los dos pies pueden estar en el suelo. Caderas enfocadas en la pierna de delante. So the pressure is defined from both feet. Try to keep them both pointing forward. Careful with the back leg wanting to open up because that immediately pulls the whole body aside as well. Y volcamos pelvis hacia adelante. Pelvis goes forward. We find that length again in the posture. Once you sort of feel that that's what your body can do, you start to slowly round off. If you can't reach the floor with your hands, you can keep your hands anywhere on your legs. It's fine as well. Throw some blocks. Again, don't forget the back leg. Keep pressure on that heel. Okay, let's flex the knee a little. Come up with the body on the inhale. Inhalación arriba y un paso hacia atrás. Bien, bueno, vamos abriendo todo lo que nos es posible. Open up as wide as you can. And initially just control the pelvis. There's a slight tendency to sort of arch forward. Try to fight that. Rotate the pelvis back. Pull with the lower abdomen. Try to keep the spine straight. Intenta girar la pelvis hacia atrás con los abdominales aquí debajo del ombligo. Intentamos mantener la postura lo más alta y recta posible. Okay. Controlando bien la postura, inclinamos con la pelvis hacia adelante. La espalda sigue recta. So we're slowly leaning forward. Spine stays straight. If you can reach the ground, you can place your hands on the ground. If you can't reach, you can keep your hands on the legs or on some blocks if you have to. And extend the spine again. Vamos aquí controlando otra vez la espalda. Intentamos alargar la espalda. Empujamos la pelvis hacia atrás y la cabeza hacia adelante. So really try to lengthen your spine. And again, at the end, we flex down, curving the spine. Y al final, curvamos la espalda. Inhalación, vamos arriba. Ten cuidado en esta postura. Primero que se puedan restaurar los pies, segundo es que intentamos automáticamente inclinarnos hay una tendencia de inclinarnos hacia adelante. Así que en este estiramiento final sigue empujando las caderas hacia atrás, sigue manteniendo cierto equilibrio. Si lo hubieras hecho sin manos, sería diferente a cuando te inclinas hacia adelante. ¿Vale? Entonces, probamos otra vez. So let's try it again. Trying not to fall forward. So press the pelvis back and try to keep a certain balance. So there's not too much weight actually on the hands. And then we round off. And again, if you did this without the hands touching the ground, your body should stay in the same position. So can you lift your hands up? Yeah? That's where your balance should be. Okay, inhale, and we close the legs somewhat. Keep them a little bit apart. Cerramos las piernas un poco, pero mantenemos siempre distancia. Vamos a hacer un giro. Una mano se queda abajo, la otra suba hacia arriba. So one hand down. If you can't reach the floor, place that hand on the opposite leg. And again here, try to find length. Tilting the pelvis forward. We search for length in the spine. Buscar alargar la espalda, inclinando la pelvis hacia adelante. Ok, cambiamos las manos. Try to keep that bottom hand on the opposite leg. Then.
No, this one.
Yeah.
No.
And a bigger twist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep breathing. That's why it's important to find length in the spine. If you round the back off, you immediately crush your lungs. So find length in the position. If you can't breathe well here, maybe your hands should be a little bit higher up. Si te cuesta en esta postura respirar, normalmente es porque el cuerpo no tiene lo suficientemente extensión. Tienes que abrir el pecho, abrir la espalda o alargar la espalda para poder respirar bien. Ok, mano hacia abajo. Un par de segundos moviéndote de un lado a otro. Just move the spine from one side to the other. And hands in the hips. And a big inhale and out. Now, close the legs. Point the toes a bit out. A few more minutes. Let's go into a deep squat. Try to push the knees outward. Find length again in the spine, tilting the pelvis forward. So trying to straighten the spine, not round it off. Lift yourself up. Nice and tall. Okay. Let's bring the hands forward, walk a bit with the hands, and we get into a downward facing dog position. Sigue caminando con las manos hacia adelante hasta que llegamos a un perro boca abajo con las rodillas dobladas. Y extendemos una pierna, mientras que la otra se quede doblada. Straightening out one leg, while the other one is still bent. And do the same thing on the other side. And a few times a little bit faster. Vamos cambiando, alternando la extensión de la pierna. Y las dos piernas extendidas. Buscando la altura o longitud en la espalda. Extension again of the spine. Flexing the pelvis forward. And slowly walk up to your hands. Ok. Andamos hacia adelante hasta llegar en equilibrio con tus piernas juntas. Agarra donde puedas. Just hold on to your legs wherever they reach. And pull pelvis and the rest of the spine forward. Doblando hacia adelante, piernas esta vez extendidas. Intenta doblar las caderas. La espalda solo sigue el movimiento. No curvamos demasiado la espalda. Otra vez, la respiración aquí es un buen método de ver si lo estás haciendo bien. Si te doblas mucho en el cuerpo, te costará respirar. Busca cierta longitud, extensión en la espalda para que puedas seguir respirando bien. So yeah, finding length in the spine will help you to breathe correctly. Always when you find it hard to breathe, it's usually because you don't have enough extension in the spine. Okay, flex the knees a little bit. Vamos doblando rodillas. Y una gran inhalación. Big inhale all the way up. And hands to the chest. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. We're stoked. Gracias por estar conmigo otra vez, con nosotros. Y nos vemos mañana. Hasta luego. Namaste.
Au revoir.
Tot ziens. Dag.